Unexpected. Now that the distraction is gone, let's focus on the little ones, you know? Now that the distractions are gone, let's focus on the little one. Now, interesting cards that came out. So the first card we have is the person causing you negativity is an air sign. Then it says scorn love, an old flame of yours, current recent ex partner still feels deep pain of rejection and betrayal. Why? Because you are altering your values and morals, you know, and making life decisions overall. So this is somebody that's just very scorned. Mm. Let's see why they are scorned. Let's see why this lover is scorned. Or whoever this is that's scorned. And they don't have to be an air sign. They could just have air placement or something about a line of communication. Um, open communication. Something that's just up in the air. Or this could be about, mercury. That's communication, mercury. Somebody is scorned. Let's see who the scorned person is. So we have wine and dine. It says courtship, consistently dating, romance, and passion. So something is passionately happening at this very moment. Passionately. So wine and dine. Or this could be about celebrating. Maybe this person see you celebrating. Maybe they just don't like you celebrating. And it says honeymoon. Honeymooning. It says love on the brain, talking often, feeling all the fears. Yeah, so this is somebody that's very scorned. Very, aggressive, very angry, I would say. Maybe they just see two beautiful souls, coming in together. You know? So we have wine and dine, honeymooning, feeling renewed, feeling rejuvenated. Yeah, it says frenemy. It says fake friends, true face, hidden intention. So this person is mad and they're a frenemy at the same time. But yet they are altering, your values and morals and how you stand in. This is someone that see you as a frenemy. This could be something about enemies to lovers or lovers to enemies. And getting that. Okay, so we have frenemy. Why do we have frenemy? So like I said, it could be a black sheep. It says rebellion, going against expectation, defying norms. And why are we, defining norms? This could be a frenemy that's in between. Look, it says the person causing you negativities in the air sign. Then it says frenemy. So this could be a frenemy or a foe, an ex-friend, or someone that you're close to, or someone that you're dealing with. Yeah, it says lawyer. It says keeper of justice, law cases, defense advisor. This this could be a lawyer. This could be a lawyer. This is someone that just want to tip off the balance or something related to the justice system or the justice. I'm going to say the Supreme Court. But before I get into the Supreme Court, a message. Let's see what the Supreme Court has to say about this. I would say filing a motion could be significant. was just reading something about the Supreme Court. But we're gonna see what. Okay, this is a lot of. That is so interesting. So something related to a lawyer or a case or the law or something about defending or someone is just putting up a defense. Or this could be advisor or counsel, a counselor. I'm gonna say public defender. Could be significant. I'm trying to find something related to the Supreme Court, but it's in here somewhere. It's not that hard to find. Okay, one point it says the right to be present, and to have your lawyer present at all important stages of your trial, including the selection of the jury. So something related to a jury. Multiple juries. Uh huh. Now it says people versus a lot whatever. It says defendant was deprived of effective assistance when his attorney absent himself while the jury was deliberating, and co-defendant attorney took over defendant representation. Okay, people versus Stella. I was mentioning Supreme Court, but that just slipped out. Moving forward. Okay, now I just found one point about the Supreme Court, but I'm not gonna read too much on it. This is really interesting. This is when you know you gotta pull out the book because that out of nowhere just vanished. So just imagine what's really happening behind the scenes. Save the children. But let's move forward. Um, okay. We have okay, it says under the third and final requirement of a procedural due process claim. You must show that you were deprived of a liberty or property interest without due process of law. Generally, due process requires that you been given a hearing where you can argue against the government's action that would deprive you or your liberty or property. However, the Supreme Court recognized an important exception to this rule. It was held that a prison official, random and unauthorized deprivation of a prisoner's liberty or property does not violate, procedural due process if there is a way for the prisoner to be compensated under state tort law. Okay, so in some cases, you cannot bring a suit alleging violation of pursuit, procedural due process if after a prison official takes, destroys, or loses your property, or in some way infringes upon your liberty, you could sue in state court for damages. Last but least, last but least, whether the state's interests outweigh your right to equal protection depends upon the type of discrimination involved. For an example, prison officials may not completely and permanently segregate prisoners by race. Okay, I'm not the people like it. That right there just Okay, that's let's move forward because this shit is funny. It really is. But let's move forward. Okay. If your case is dismissed because you did not file proof of service on time, you have 15 days from the date of the dismissal to refile your appeal and, serve respondent and the attorney general. However, be aware that you will have to pay the filing fee again or file another poor person motion in order to get a new index number. In fact, you will have to repeat the entire process all over again. How to get help from a lawyer? The court has the power under Section CPLR to appoint an attorney to represent you. Include a request for a court-appointed attorney in your poor person's papers. Using the example in Part D of this chapter, the court, however, is not required to provide you with legal, representation. Moving on. You can also find your attorney and ask the court in your poor person paper to appoint him or her to represent you. You can name an attorney you know if he or she is willing to represent you, or can contact the agency to see if they can refer you to an attorney who will represent you for free. Again, the court has the authority to assign an attorney to you, but it is not required to do so. Proceeding and wish to appeal to the appellate division of the New York Supreme Court. Professional legal help is important. Appealing decision is much more complicated than filing a petition in Supreme Court. If you are thinking of appealing, however, it is extremely important that you file a notice of appeal with the Supreme Court that decided your case and serve a copy upon the New York State Attorney General within 30 days of the entry of judgment denying your petition. Moving forward. So that is the keeper of justice. That is, the defense, um, no, free counsel. But let's move forward. Let's move on. Yeah, it says the fool. So in the beginning, it says ignorant, rashness, impulsiveness. Yeah, so somebody is very impulsive, They just did something, aggressively. Or something is happening behind the scenes aggressively. And it says died, but it came out in reverse. So someone died to somewhere else. Moving on, it says navigator, progress, direction. But this came out in reverse. So yeah, so someone is lost. Somebody say lost in the sauce. Let's say they're losing sight of what's important. They're losing sight of what they can't see, which is the bigger picture. Moving on. Let's see what the bigger picture is because it's just funny. It gets funnier every day. The moon, yeah, so something is hidden, but not for long. So something is a secret or something is being kept a secret, but not for long. 18, as I said that. Yes, it's the emperor. Number 4, 184. It's about standing your ground, standing in your power. 184. Let's see what 184 has to say. Let's see what 184 has to say about this. Okay, this is interesting. Now, you just never know. You just never know what comes out. Never know what's hitting. Never know what vanishes. You gotta catch it while you can. And you really have to be on point with it. So 184. 184 says limits on your right to appeal. To limit. It says the potential limits on your right to appeal and possibilities for reinstating your rights are discussed below. You may be able to recover your right to appeal, however, if you make a motion for an extension of time. To make such a motion, you must satisfy 2 requirements. First, you must make the motion within 1 year after the deadline for filing a notice of appeal has passed. Second, your failure to file within usual 30-day period must have resulted from one of the following factors: improper conduct of public servant. For an example, if a prosecutor stood in the way of your good faith efforts to file on time. Improper conduct, for an example, your lawyer failed to inform you in writing of your rights to appeal or failed to start your appeal after being informed of your desire to appeal. Death or disability of your lawyer, or inability to communicate with your lawyer in person or by mail about whether to take an appeal until after the filing deadline has passed because you were in prison and through no fault of your own or your attorney. To win an extension based on this third ground, inability to communicate with your lawyer, you must meet both requirements. If you are not in prison, or if you could have communicated with your lawyer but simply neglected to do so, the court will deny your motion. Moving on. Let's see what this is. Let's see what this is. Yeah, Assistant High Priestess, exactly. And this is about, your intuitive, your instinct, your abilities to see through it all. Number 2, the High Priestess, the High Priest, know the ins and outs of the hidden secrets. This is about following your instinct, following your heart, you know, but using your intellect as well. Using that intellect, that logic, reasoning. Yes, it's comet, demonic, male. It says secrets hidden in that moon card, that secret. It's not going to be hidden for long. Secrets are being hidden from you. It says you're a hit man, hit woman, fell in love. What else? It says two or more females stalking you. What else is new? It says police officer. It says that hunch is real. And it says your boyfriend likes women, men. It says mommy issues, grandpops. And it says positive thoughts only. It says your girlfriend likes women and men. It says your husband is stalking you, or this could be someone else's husband stalking you. A church member. And it says female ever seen her friends plot on you. And it says cancer. And it says YouTube. And it says this person is a leech. You are meant to see angel numbers. Mars says air sign setting you up, so that explains that Gemini. Ooh, it could be a Gemini. And I don't even know. It says air sign because air sign is a Gemini. So that's either or Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Yeah. So something about OnlyFans. It could be a. You have air sign, so that's the first card that came out. This could be related to an air sign, or this is an air sign. This could be two air signs. So the person causing negativity is an air sign. It says air sign setting you up. So this could be involved, with two air signs. Or you could be an air sign dealing with these, air signs. Let's see what this is. That is very interesting.